Right then, my name's Paul and welcome to Not Done Yet. So back in March 2025, I was hugely overweight, drinking way too much, diabetic, drifting through life with no real purpose, not really caring about much, no focus. Today, I'm off all my diabetic meds. I don't drink anymore, and I train about 4 days a week, most weeks. But this channel isn't about weight loss, it's about how I got here. There's lots of things we're going to talk about. Issues with health, relying on alcohol, whys, wherefores, hows, relationships and what impact I had on them, and family, and how they saw me, how I saw them, what I was like with them, and I suppose purpose. Did I have any? Probably not. We'll take a deep dive, and we'll have a look at some proper uncomfortable truths. So my life was literally almost all about drink, alcohol, booze, beers, shots, you name it. I'd get through the working week like everybody else, always thinking about where that next pint's going to come from. Where am I going to get a chance to get another drink? When can I have my first drink? Shall I have a drink on a Wednesday? Will I make it into work on the Thursday? Cheeky midweeky. Fridays, that's the day. End of work Friday, bang, straight home. Either sat in the chair, first can, get on it. Now when we're talking 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right the way through till I passed out. Whole weekends revolved around drink. I could drink Friday night, Saturday I'd be fine. Sunday I'll have a few straighteners to maybe get me right for the Monday morning for work. It revolved all around drink. Obviously this wasn't good for my health. It was slowly getting worse. Diabetes wasn't out of control, it was just not controlled. I didn't care, not bothered. Sometimes I took meds, sometimes I didn't. If I wanted a drink, I didn't take the meds. Simple. And let's be honest, that was most of the time. And if I am being honest, I wasn't living my life. I was literally just existing. So I got to the point where I was sick to death of feeling shit every day. Mostly in the mornings. Get up and you think, what the hell? What the hell is this about? That soon went and you'd be back on the drink again. And you'd be feeling normal. More of the days as they went by were of me feeling bad. Less and less did I feel good. I finally got to that point where after all these years, I thought I was ready. People had constantly been telling me for years and years and years, you've got to change, you've got to stop drinking, you've got to have something to focus on, you've got to do more, do something. Look what you're doing to your family, your friends. But it didn't matter. Nothing did. And I suppose, no, I don't suppose, I know, because one thing is for sure. Until you're ready, nothing changes. So, why the hell am I putting this out there? Why talk about it? Why bare your soul, as it were? Well, After this last 18 months or so, we're now in June 2026, I've learnt a lot along the way to where I am now. And I've spoken to a lot of people along the way. I've made some really, really good friends, and I've got rid of some friends that weren't friends. And I suppose one of the things I've realised along the way is there's quite a few people in very, very similar or same situations to me, stuck in that same rut, stuck in the same cycle, inside that hamster wheel, just going round and round and round, not looking outside and not seeing what they were doing to themselves or what I was doing to myself, and not seeing what I was doing to others, I suppose. So with me jumping on here and talking about it openly, honestly, no lies, no bullshit, just honest story of where I was, how I got here, what happens along the way. If that can help one person that's in a similar situation, then I'll take that as a win. If it can resonate with someone and make them take that first super scary step, that step away from feeling stuck, feeling shit all the time, denying there's even an issue, bullshit, because there is, then that would be brilliant. So what we're going to talk about, we'll talk about who I was. Who was I? I look back now and I can't even recognise the person I was. Not physically, because I look a bit different to what I did then. Just completely, totally, I'm a different person. I'd like to think for the better. You'd have to ask people that know me, family and friends, for that. We'll talk about, have a look at who I am now. What I am now. I think I'm better. It's a very hard thing to say. I know I'm different. I think I'm possibly better as a person. Physically, I'm better. Health-wise, I've improved massively, hugely. I don't drink anymore, which, when you get to know where I was back then, and how much it actually was a massive part of my life and controlled my life, I also controlled a lot of other things in my life because of it. That's huge. It sounds sad. It sounds strange, me saying it now, but 14th of March 2025 was the last time I got drunk. The last time I had an alcoholic drink. Today, it is the 7th of June 2026. So it's been a while. And where I am now, I can honestly say I don't miss it. I don't think about it. It doesn't come into a conversation. We go out, we socialise, we have meals out, we meet friends, we go to parties. It makes no difference. There are lots of non-alcoholic options out there. Some of the non-alcoholic beers are actually pretty good. Some ain't. Some are pretty shit, but there's other options available. But I don't think about it. The thing now is it doesn't enter my psyche. It is what it is, I don't want to, I don't feel the need to. Health-wise, massive change. No more diabetes meds, metformin, glucoside, all those horrible things that I'm sure some of you watching this will be taking and know what they do to you. Blood pressure, which was through the roof, crazy, sky high. Now it's normal, constant. And I'm not on medication for that anymore. I was on Ramipril for that. Horrible stuff again. Side effects from that. Nothing now. Not on it. So no meds. We talk about relationships. Very hard. Very, very hard. But I feel like I said before, me opening up, me talking about relationships just may help one person, and I'll take that as a win. Mistakes I made, mistakes other people made trying to change me. And there was a lot of mistakes, trust me. Oh, so many mistakes. I'll talk about what helped get me here and what didn't, because not everything did. So we talk about all that and literally everything in between. Do want to get one thing straight. I'm not pretending to be some kind of expert. I don't have the solution to every one of my problems, let alone any of your problems. I'm not going to be saying you should do this, you should do that, you should train 4 days a week, you need to do this. I'm not about that. It's not about that. The channel isn't about that. I'm just sharing what's happened to me, how I got here, where I came from, what's still happening to me, and how I go through it, how I deal with it, how we get on with life, I suppose. So trust me when I say there is lots of things that we'll go into, that we'll go through, we'll talk about. And every day something new springs up. Every day a new test. Hate that. Something else comes up and smacks you in the face every single day. If not every day, a lot of days. And we'll talk about how you deal with that and how you get through it. What I do to get through stuff now. Not what I did, because we all know what I used to do. We used to find solace in the bottom of a glass. Now we've got different strategies in place. Like I say, every day something new comes up. So I'm going to be here for the long haul. If it's something you think you might get some value from, then stick with me. Let's talk about stuff. Let's go through things. Let's discover what my story was. And let's maybe discover what your stories are. So next time, we'll go into what I used to be, who I used to be, the man I was. We'll base a video around that. Not my weight, not what health issues I had, but me. Me. Who I was, who I am now, the person that you see in front of you. And the reason for that, the reason for starting there, is that before you can do anything physically, change anything physically, you've got to take a really long look in the mirror. I had to take a really, really long look in the mirror. Face up to some proper uncomfortable truths, some hard truths. Yeah, about who I was, about who I had become, what I was doing to those around me. But that's for next time. So anyway, look after yourselves. And remember, we're not done yet.